Alright guys, grab your seats and get ready because Disney Twisted Wonderland, the animation episode 2, has just dialed the drama and magic all the way up. This episode isn't just a trip through haunted dorms and explosive magical duels. It's a wild ride of broken rules, desperate chances, and the hunt for a place to belong. If you thought the entrance into Night Raven College was strange, wait until you see how Yu's first day turns his life upside down. We kick things off right where episode 1 left us. Yu, our confused protagonist, stands before the ominous dark mirror. But this isn't a friendly Hogwarts sorting hat moment. It's judgment time. The college staff and the fierce Riddle Rosehearts, channeling Queen of Hearts energy multiplied by 10, are on edge, ready to call for Yu's head. Literally, the mood is tense. Riddle's grip on rules and order is so strict that a single messy move is practically treason. Everyone's fired up in the auditorium as the mirror checks for magical eligibility. When Yu is declared completely magicless, jaws drop. Night Raven College has rules, and magiless outsiders just aren't supposed to be here. The staff makes it clear Yu will be sent back home. No exceptions. But then twist number 1Z, the mirror can't find home. Yu's supposed homeland, Japan, doesn't even register in this world. No one knows where Japan is, and everyone treats Yu's answer like a wild, suspicious lie. He's stuck. No magic, no way home, and no one who believes him. The rejection isn't just troubling, it's existential. Yu's entire identity, his past, is unacknowledged by this magical world. That sense of isolation is real. Just when the atmosphere turns hopeless, the headmaster, flamboyant, slightly mysterious, and always looking for an angle, throws Yu a lifeline. Instead of booting him out, he offers shelter in an old, abandoned dorm. It's run down, haunted by cheeky ghosts who literally invite Yu to join the afterlife crew, but hey, it's better than being tossed onto the street. Yu. For a moment, Yu gets a breather. There's some warmth in the headmaster's gesture, and Yu's awe at encountering real ghosts that he can actually see. Add some comic, surreal flavor. The ghosts mess around, but Yu's reaction is just, nah, not interested in becoming a ghost. Rolling with the punches, and showing off some serious chill under supernatural pressure. Of course, settling in isn't simple. Yu's status is conditional. He can stay if he earns his keep with school cores and gathers intel about how to return home. The headmaster, ever the opportunist, tells Yu he'll get room and board if he handles maintenance work and helps out at the library. For Yu, it's a lifeline. And he accepts the deal, grabbing a random room in the dorm with a sigh that's a mix of gratitude and disbelief. Next morning brings a new dilemma, a cleaning task involving the school's famous Main Street statues. These aren't just any statues. They're the Great Seven, legendary figures who shaped magical history. Each is based on iconic Disney villains: Teet, the evil queen; Maleficent; Jafar, the underworld king; Hades; Scar, Ursula, and Queen of Hearts herself. Yu learns from Ace, his fast, talking classmate, that these 7 notorious figures are revered here. The world, building packs in Disney nostalgia without needing direct cameos, and the lore is both funny and kind of epic. Suddenly, you runs into Ace and Deuce, two first years with very different vibes. That Ace is cheeky and loud, Deuce is more polite, but still brimming with ambition. Use awkward intro as the magicless janitor, just fuels Ace's mockery, and the banter flies. Until Grim, the monster from episode 1, looking like a gremlin crossed with a cat, bursts back on the scene. Grim wants in at Night Raven, still convinced he's destined to be a great mage, and starts throwing magical tantrums to prove his worth. Ace and Deuce taunt him, Grim explodes, and suddenly, magic is flying, rocks are rolling, and the trio gets swept up in a chaotic showdown, right where you was supposed to be quietly cleaning. But their magical brawl has dire consequences. The statues of the Great Seven get scorched in the process, and the disciplinary hammer falls hard. Riddle shows up, raging at this disrespect to the school's icons. A big no. The verdict is immediate. Ace, Deuce, you, and Grim are all sentenced to expulsion, regardless of you's official status. For a moment, it feels like checkmate. The dreams and ambitions of these kids go up in smoke. Ace is hit hardest, thinking of disappointing his mom, while Deuce desperately pleads for mercy. Their raw panic screams, they're just kids caught up in something way bigger than any one of them can handle. The headmaster, sensing potential for a lesson, and maybe wanting to avoid more paperwork, gives them a lifeline. He throws down a quest: fix the ruined magical chandelier in the cafeteria by finding a fresh magic stone in the college's ancient mines. Succeed by morning, and expulsion is off the table. Fail, and they're out for good. With barely any rest, the crew treks out to the mines at night, determined to snatch redemption from the jaws of defeat. The stakes are huge, and you can sense a change in the team dynamic. Ace's bravado, Deuce's earnestness, Yu's resilience and desire to return home, and Grim's rabid ambition draw them together. It's all or nothing. The episode ends with them exploring creepy, echoing tunnels, knowing that the odds are stacked high and that failure isn't an option. Throughout the episode, you see crucial themes emerge: belonging, rejection, ambition, and the pressure to live up to impossible standards. You grapples with being an outsider, a total anomaly, while Ace, Deuce, and Grim each struggle with their own dreams of magical greatness. The school itself, with its villainous history and ultra-strict codes, feels alive and dangerous. Twisted-Wonderland isn't just a place. It's a gauntlet, physically and emotionally, and every student is caught up in the chaos. There's humor, heartbreak, and a touch of hope, especially as newfound friendships begin to spark. As the credits roll, viewers are left with a bundle of questions. Can Yu really find his way home? Or will his place at Night Raven College become permanent? Will Grim become the mage he dreams to be? And can this ragtag group of misfits turn their punishment into a chance to prove they belong in a world that never wanted them in the first place? Episode 2 is all about first impressions, second chances, and fighting for your own little piece of the magic, even when the rules say you can't. Yu is isolated, but not alone. Ace and Deuce are more than comic relief, and Grimm's manic energy promises explosive trouble to come. The challenge in the mind sets up the next arc, but the real story is the forming of bonds between unlikely allies. Before you go, let me know, which character's struggle hit you hardest? Do you think you will ever find his way home, or does he secretly belong in Twisted-Wonderland? And how do you feel about the school's villainous history and brutal rules? Drop a comment below. If you enjoyed this recap, hit the like button, smash subscribe, and share with your fellow anime fans. Let's keep this Wonderland conversation rolling.